It's just me and my best friend going back and forth. And you know that we're shoveling shit, shoveling shit, shoveling shit.
Welcome back
To our channel.
episode 2 of Greece and
Albania!
okay, on our last episode we were talking about the retreat experience and how much we loved it, but we haven't talked about any of like the adventures of Greece. So let's talk about that. You got into Corfu the day before me and you had
Did.
quite the day of exploration, and then I was supposed to get in the next day pretty late,
You got
but I was
early.
able to move my flight up early. So we went out that night a little bit. Did we wander or did we or no? Oh
What
no.
did you do?
We ordered way so much food. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "Do you want to share?" And you're like, "No." And then we had platters. Like it was clearly family style and it was so much food. And then we started a movie and we both like tanked out. We never even like watched it.
I think it's funny how right away you were like, did we go out like with something cool? But no, we got like 15 plates of food, crashed out with it all around us, and that was it.
Can we talk about how many amazing plans that we had on this trip that we never actually did because we chose pajamas and bed
Pull a
instead?
plan out right now. Go pull a
Yeah,
plan out
here's a
right now.
plan. Are you ready? We were going to do win, lose, or draw on glow in the dark shirts. And we may still do that. This might be, yeah, okay. So we got these in Greece. It was our first find. This was our very first purchase
At a
of
kid's store.
all the shenanigan things that we did. But then the very next day was retreat day. So we got picked up to, oh, we had a really awesome taxi guy, remember?
Oh, was that the like
Look at
the
this, it glows in the dark, and then we can draw. This is pretty badass. Maybe these will go home with me. I was thinking they wouldn't, but I think, yeah. All right, we're gonna do this.
I think this is like thing 1 and thing 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wait, what did I just draw?
oh my God, a
It's cherries. It's cherries.
Where's
It's cherries. It's cherries. Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna do
that's
cherries too.
really cool. That's not cherries.
It's cherries!
No, no.
Cherries!
Wait, this is
Cherries!
I'm putting mine down. That hurts my feelings. Oh my
It's
God,
cherries!
stop. That's so inappropriate. Oh, this is like, now this is Albania. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Let's go back. Okay, so we get picked up for the retreat. We have the retreat, and something really magical happened on the retreat.
Sorry, could you please pause for how funny that just was?
I was trying to keep it moving along.
Okay.
Something really amazing happened on the retreat.
What part? I threw shit in your mouth.
Yeah, we did that. It wasn't literal shit. It was actually spoiled milk. I had a birthday.
You're right. Tell me about it.
I am now 46 years old.
46 young.
I'm 46 young. And the most magical thing,
We're looking at each other?
no, the most magical thing happened for my birthday. I got sang happy birthday by a man playing the accordion.
What else happened?
We did a walking tour and that had really good food and we
So good.
okay, that's one thing. We both are like, we know we've gained at least 10 pounds on this trip. The
Easy.
food, oh my God, the food, the feta cheese.
From last episode.
Oh, wow.
This is the scratch before the bad scratch.
Wow, let's shift it off of my amazing birthday.
Find the guy with the accordion.
I'm questioning the friendship.
So, girl, remember this? You got stung by a bee real bad, and
Yes, so that was actually my birthday as well. We were walking, and out of nowhere, as loud as I possibly can, I go
a wasp stung your head though.
right here.
It was pretty bad.
It was like a little itchy goiter. The little tour guide had to stop the tour while we were eating spinach and cheese pie.
Look how happy she
That's
is.
me on my birthday.
Yay!
In Greece. And I cashed in a friend card and she braided my hair. So let's keep it rolling. So I had an incredible birthday.
Yeah.
And then
Did you tell the people how old you were?
46 young.
I love that.
I know.
Nobody can believe it. We go places and they're like,
It's the P-Tox that we buffed the car with. It
Yeah.
buffs, I'm telling you, it does wonders. Okay, so I had a birthday on the retreat. What was something that was like a highlight of you?
Oh, there were so many, honestly. I mean, on the retreat. Okay.
Well, no, just our trip in Greece. And we had a pretty special encounter today. This is our last day. We were in Albania. We're back in Corfu, heading home tomorrow. And we walked up on a market.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, so I did a little background. First of all, what we saw was like it's kind of in a rock quarry sort of embankment, and you could see just over it looked like a yard sale. It looked like an outdoor yard sale flea market. We get in there and there's just loads of secondhand clothes. It is fully an open air on the ground with tarps, like yard sale flea market. And I looked it up and like in that region, what those folks are doing, first of all, they're like either Roma or Balkan Egyptian descent. And I mean, it's like a flea market that I've been before too. It's like it's a swap meet flea market, but they didn't look like the typical Albanian folks we were seeing. And I just was curious. We were both curious. Everybody was really nice. And I looked it up and are kind of like Roma travelers or Balkan Egyptian descent, years like 1400s, and they're not really widely accepted as far as like it's just flat out racism going on, and so um, they can't get like standard jobs. The economy is not really nice to them, so that's what they do. They travel around, they set up. We bought some things, and it was crazy just to be driving and to see something so different that I guess we're used to. And there was goats that ran through.
Oh,
There was like a herder with a horse and goats that ran through, and it's just out in the middle of nowhere.
yeah. Yeah.
There were like whole families and kids, and everybody's super kind. Not a lot of English to be spoken, obviously, and but we knew thank you in Albanian,
Filamandari.
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 And honestly, I feel like this is so far removed from even anything remotely tourist. This is in the middle of nowhere. And I just feel like this is one of those situations where human kindness is human kindness. We learned one word, which was thank you, smiles, I mean, money talks. So we had the currency over here is called lek. And so there was just like this, or this. And everybody was so kind. And we have some cool secondhand things. For me, it was one of the coolest thrifting or secondhand experiences I've ever encountered in my life. It was just like, what is this? We went thrifting essentially with like a group of people that has just like historically been here forever and has to make their own economy, not for good reasons, but I don't know. I would rather give my money to those folks, honestly, than some like westernized tourist shop.
Yeah. Also interesting and a total switch, but another Albanian experience. We went to the promenade and had a little walk, and there were lounges. And we went to a lounge and both had a little fruity drink, and we had a server.
Oh yeah. You want to say his name?
No, I want you to say it. What was his name?
Titty.
Titty. And then we were like, Titty. And he knew what
He
titty meant.
showed us his like
That was his name.
and why did he say he was named Titties?
He said it was his dad's favorite thing that he was, and we think that part may have been a
Yeah,
joke.
I
We
think so
think he's
too.
used to like having to make a joke of his name. He was in fact named Titty.
He was, and he kept giving her mocktails even though she was asking for
It's
cocktails.
true. Rebecca had mocktails, and I think he thought maybe that's what I wanted to. Totally fine. They were great. Yours tasted like a cherry Jolly Rancher, and mine tasted like watermelon, but it was delightful, like really delightful.
It's funny then how you were acting all buzzed when it was not even real alcohol.
I never acted
I'm
buzzed.
kidding with you.
I
You're
was
like,
like, woo! I was spinning my Greek napkin.
I have to do that properly.
Well, no, but I did it at the table that one night.
Yeah, nobody would get on board with us.
I
We had
know.
napkins. We were like Opa, and nobody.
We are the party.
Well,
We are the
just
party.
saying.
Yeah. So, what else was a favorite for you? So we like thinking back to Greece, we
It's
did
a
have some.
whirlwind.
I know it feels like Greece was forever ago, and even though we were there double the amount of time, I think Albania, like I feel like we were in Albania for a week, but like we just packed in so much fun.
I really love that we rented a car and you drove,
Yeah.
and we were able to just not stay in the vicinity of walking
hmm
distance. We saw three different towns, Blue Eye, Casamil, and then the other place we can't pronounce,
Good
and
master.
Gujamaster.
Good master. I don't know.
We don't know,
But it
but
was so
it
cute.
was.
And can I just tell you, one of my favorite things about the whole trip, this is like Greece and Albania combined, was the old men. I love
No.
them. And the little old ladies are cute too, but like the little old men. And they're just so like you can just tell they've been here forever and like just are the culture and they're the stories they must have.
I
I
know.
love little old people. I love them. Sometimes people don't, but I just think they're really magical and special and I would love to just sit and hear their stories.
Same. And you know what I was just thinking when you said that is like traveling like this, both with retreats and then us exploring, it just makes me realize actually how much I like people. I think there was and maybe you feel this because of what we've done for so long. I think there was a time that I gave, and was peopled out always at the end of days. To where like I would very much say like, oh God, I can't do people, or I hate people, or I don't want to be around people. I like animals better than people, and still that might be a little true. But when we travel like this and we get to experience it, and it isn't even fully just different cultures, that for sure. But even in the retreats, different personalities. Like we're goofing off together. You don't get to see these people all the time. Like and met new people. Like I fucking love Kat and like just getting to be in a person's energy. Like I always lately that I've shifted gears in my career, it fills me up. And I'm just like, and I think too what's helped me as well is that I've learned to I'm so good with my boundaries. If I'm not feeling something, I will Irish exit. If
Hmm.
I don't want to stay up late, I won't stay up late. If I don't want to talk about something that seems very forced or surface, I just flat out won't. And I know sometimes it might come across as like I'm being bitchy, but I just think that's culturally what women are made to think if you don't
Hmm.
want to do a thing. But yeah, like now that my boundaries are good and I'm not like giving myself like from an empty cup, I'm like, I fucking love people.
Yeah.
I like you said, I want to talk to any old person, even if I don't speak the language. I want the universal language to be like connection. I love people.
Yeah. Well, and like we were saying, I posted a thing and it was like there's so much life to live outside of your own zip code. And like I think too, when you kind of just keep yourself in that smaller circle, you're so programmed to believe certain things. And like everyone told us Albania was going to be scary. They were the kindest, nicest people. And then like I think about too, we were in the little like cafe today and we paid and it was just easier to kind of leave the rest and just like just keep the rest
Mhm.
and I think it was double, but it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
And you would have thought like we had just handed her like the like a what's the publishing prize check or
Publish
something
fair enough.
because they just aren't used to that. And we're so not only used to having to like give, but also like it's expected. You know what I mean? And then it's like super frowned upon in the States. And this it was just like so we like made her day just by giving her just the tiniest bit. And it's like, I don't know, I just think like they're just so kind and so warm and so welcoming, and we're just programmed to believe it's just not like that at
Oh,
all.
whoever the hell said that Albania was a dangerous place, wrong. And I feel like you really do have to experience, and we talked about this too. And are we overlooking or just like being blind to the fact that probably some people don't do dirt over here? Sure. But you go looking for dirt, you find dirt.
Hmm.
We ain't out on the streets trying to find drugs or, like seedy shit or whatever. And I also think like energy attracts like energy. And I mean, I don't know. I might be using my privilege here or overlooking bad parts of places, but in this case, we didn't find a bad part about this place.
Hmm.
Like, regardless of the double tipping or whatever, just in general,
Hmm.
people were just genuinely kind.
Hmm.
I didn't feel unsafe, not now once. Not
Yeah.
once.
Well, I think it was just like the appreciation. It's just like they're so happy to have you there and they were so warm and welcome. And I think, we're also very smart travelers. Like we're not
Yeah.
going,
Oh, I got my head on a swivel 24/7. This
yeah,
is
but
for
we're
me.
also not in seedy places at 2
Yeah.
or 3 a.m. in the
Although,
morning.
Miss, I want to go to the strip
There
club.
was a really cool strip club. The sign was pretty like,
Ain't nothing good happen after dark.
yeah. But
Not
I was
like
like, I would go. I mean, like, I like good stories. I do like the ability to be like, hey, that one time when I went to the strip club in Albania and I had to just see it. And it is, yeah, I
one.
don't need to justify.
You don't need to
No.
justify. I was gonna go too, But I'm just like, maybe then we would have seen another side to
Maybe.
Albania. You never know.
Well, and that is also a couple of things. Number one, I'm going to switch back. What? I'm going to talk about like, they don't have dollars.
Lex.
Right. So, like, do they throw, like, 100 lek was basically a dollar, maybe $1.50 or something. So, at the end of the
Google it.
day, do they make it rain with hundreds or like, or the coins? I don't know. Like, it's like, how do they, anyway.
I'm gonna Google it. Talk amongst
But the
yourself.
other thing is, we are very much the type to be like, oh, look at that. We should do that. We do a lot of we should do that. Do we actually do our we shoulds? No, because we do this. Like it's not even
This
9 o'clock.
I know, we talk a good game.
So there's that as well, where it's like everything looks like a really fun and good idea, but when it comes down to it, we don't actually do it.
No, I'll tell you what though, because sometimes it's good you don't follow through. And
Yeah.
well, because like I was gonna go see a ping pong show just to do it in Thailand, and I like shot forward 20 minutes, and I'm like I can't unsee flying out of a girl's cooter, and maybe the sad look on her face, or like there's snake shows over there.
Wait,
I
that you went to the ping pong show?
Chris and I walked through the threshold. We're like, no. We were like, no. It
Oh,
was
you
like,
thought you were going to a ping pong game.
no, I didn't. I
Oh,
thought I was
okay.
about to see somebody shoot ping pong balls out of there because that's what I'm saying. You go looking for stuff, you find stuff. And we were in kind of like a sketchy part of Bangkok, and I was like, something to do. We could say we do it. Nope. And that's why these people go to like donkey shows and shit. I'm like, absolutely not. Why would you you go looking for it, you find it.
Can we change this? Well, so tomorrow we fly home. I've missed my bulldogs. They're going to
Play. Don't even front like you're not a fucking freak.
look. I've never been to a ping pong show.
I never did either. I never did either. And I was gonna go with my partner.
Okay, so thanks for going to Croatia and Albania with us.
It's just me and my best friend, shoveling shit, walking through life, take it bit by bit.